picked up a drink. I remember thinking how it was just part of having fun. What I don't remember is when exactly it stopped being fun. When did opening a bottle become my way of life? I used to live for more than just the next drink. I don't even know who my friends are anymore. My family gave up on me a long time ago. Can't say that I blame them, but it makes me so mad. How can I stop these hands?
These hands did something I'm really ashamed of. Last Friday, I was taking a history test. I studied, I really did. I just couldn't remember. So I looked over at Jacob's paper. He's so smart. He gets straight A's without even trying. So I just took my pencil and copied what he had. I know it was wrong. What if I get caught? I'm gonna get in such trouble with this hand.
These hands, they have led me to places I should have never gone. They have flipped through magazines I should have never looked at. In fact, it all started way back in high school. Now I can't seem to keep these fingers from typing in the same old web addresses. I don't want anyone to know. Really, I'm a good person, except for this one thing. Now, I find myself constantly going back and typing in these same web addresses. How did it all come to be? How can I erase all this from my mind? How do I restrain these hands?
These hands. They've written things that I never knew I could write. That they were so mean. I never knew I could say such things. First it was email, then Facebook. Now I'm even texting this stuff. It's like I forget that when I write these things, there's a real person reading it. I wish that it wasn't even my heart. I've hurt so many people. I wonder if people at school think of me as nothing but a gossip. Is it possible to change my reputation with these hands?
These hands have worked so hard. I'd leave for work early each morning and stay later each evening. I knew I should be at home with my family. My wife would call. I would just make up some excuse for staying at the office. Eventually, I just started ignoring phone calls. I would tell myself, a guy has to work hard. A guy has to support his family. No wonder she left. I just wish I could do things over, like the new function on my computer. Will I ever be able to make things right with these hands?
These hands. I get so angry. I just want to punch someone or something. 1 minute, I'm perfectly fine, and the next, I'm out of control. It's like anything can set me off. My dad asks me to do something I don't want to do. Someone bumps into me at the store. Or some guy talks to my girlfriend in a way I just don't like. Is there something wrong with me? I just can't control these hands.
These hands, they used to showcase my most prized possession. I can still vaguely recall my husband sliding it on my finger for the first time. I remember feeling so safe, so loved. But as the years went by, I would look in the mirror and I would wonder, why me? Or I would hear stories from other women or watch movies and think, why can't my husband love me like that? Or why can't I be treated that way? I kept telling myself that maybe I just married the wrong man. I kept thinking I could find happiness somewhere else. Boy, was I mistaken.
These hands were nailed to a cross for you. For your every sin, these hands bled. For every wrong word, every wrong thought, and every wrong action. These hands can bring healing. These hands can bring forgiveness. These hands can bring victory over every wrong that enslaves you. In these hands, you can have life, freedom, closeness with God who created you. You see, I took up your infirmities and carried your sorrows. I was stricken, smitten, and afflicted. I was pierced for your transgression. I was crushed for your iniquity. The punishment that can bring you peace was upon me, and by my wounds you are healed. You all, like sheep, have gone astray. Each one of you has turned to his own way. And my Father has laid on me the iniquity of all of you. I was assigned a grave with the wicked, though I've done no violence, nor had any deceit in my mouth. Yet it was my Father's will to crush me and cause me to suffer, and make my life a guilt offering. But the will of the Lord will prosper in my hand. I, the righteous servant, justify many and bore your iniquities. I have poured out my life unto death, and was numbered with the transgressors. I bore the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressions. Call on me, follow me, take my hand.